Welcome back to Augmented Voices, where we explore the crazy world of AI and its impact on, well, pretty much everything. Today, we're taking a deep dive into some recent developments that show just how fast things are moving. You ready?
It's mind-blowing how AI is not just getting better, but showing up everywhere you look.
Yeah, for real. Okay, so Google's been making a ton of news. They just dropped a bunch of updates, and some of them are like right out of a sci-fi movie.
True, Google is moving at lightning speed, like Gemini 2.0 Flash. It's twice as fast as the old one and can do way more because they upgraded the whole thing and trained it on a ton of data. Developers already have it. So yeah, get ready for some wild stuff coming out soon.
It's not even just about speed. Gemini 2.0 Flash can make pictures with text right inside them, plus it speaks a bunch of languages. It's like kind of crazy, right?
Totally. It's really pushing the limits. But what I find really interesting is how Google is putting AI into the tools we use every day. Like Project Mariner, it's this AI agent built right into a Chrome extension. So you could have like an AI assistant helping you out right there on a web page.
Hold on. Could it actually book a flight for me, or is that still just a sci-fi dream?
Well, it could happen. I mean, the possibilities for Project Mariner are huge. Booking a flight isn't out of the question, but Google's playing it safe. The agent only works on the tab you're on and needs your okay before it does anything important.
Smart. You don't want your browser running off and doing its own thing.
Yeah.
But speaking of getting things done, what's the deal with coding agent Jules? Can it really write code?
Yeah, that's a hot topic. It's still in the lab, but the potential is huge, especially for developers. Jules plugs right into GitHub. It can analyze code, plan out steps, and even write code with the developer watching over it, like having a super smart coding buddy in your corner.
Whoa, okay, that's next level. And Google's not stopping there. They've also supercharged their mobile AI assistant project Astra. Now I can remember 10 minutes of conversation and handle a bunch of languages at once.
Yep. And the cool part is it's not just an app anymore. It's hooked up to search lens maps. It's becoming like the command center for your phone. It's a huge leap towards making talking to AI feel totally natural.
They're basically making AI a part of everything we do with tech. But before we move on, I got to ask about Google's Veo AI that makes videos. Like, was that even possible?
It's pretty wild. Veo can make high-definition videos just from text or even pictures. It uses these super complex neural networks trained on tons of video footage. Oh, and they've added Synthid, which is like a digital watermark for the videos.
So no more stolen cat videos going viral without giving credit.
Exactly. Synthid is a smart move to protect creative work and fight fake news, but Veo is still new. There are kinks to work out like lighting effects.
Still, the potential is huge. Imagine businesses making ads, training videos, all kinds of stuff without a whole film crew.
Definitely. We're just at the beginning of what's possible with video generation. But while Google's focused on making videos, other researchers are looking at how AI can understand them, and they're getting inspiration from some surprising places.
Okay, now I'm really curious. What kind of inspiration are we talking about?
How about tadpole brains? Researchers at Scripps Research have built an AI called MovieNet that's based on how tadpoles see the world.
Tadpoles? Seriously? Why tadpoles?
It sounds weird, but tadpoles really need to see, well, to survive. Their brains are super good at picking up patterns in movement, and that's exactly what the researchers wanted MovieNet to do.
That actually makes sense.
Yeah.
So how is MovieNet different from other AIs that analyze videos?
Most AIs look at each frame in a video one by one, but MovieNet is designed to look at a bunch of frames in a row, just like a tadpole's brain. This lets it see tiny changes and complex patterns that other systems might miss.
So it's not just seeing snapshots, it's like understanding the whole flow of the action.
Right. Bingo. And this opens up some really exciting possibilities for real-world uses.
Like what? Where could MovieNet really make a difference?
Well, one of the most promising areas is medical diagnoses. Think about diseases like Parkinson's, where catching it early is crucial. MovieNet could be a game changer for spotting those early signs just from how someone moves.
Wow, that could really help people. But you know, it's not just Google and research labs making waves in AI. Reddit's jumping in too, with their new AI-powered search tool called Reddit Answers.
They're smart to do that. Reddit's got this gold mine of information hidden in all those discussions. Reddit Answers uses AI to unlock that. You ask a question and it digs through relevant threads, pulls out the key points, and gives you a summary like you're talking to someone.
So it's like getting the best of Reddit without having to read through a million comments.
Exactly. And if you want to dive deeper, it gives you links back to the original posts. Reddit's combining AI speed with its unique community knowledge. It's a powerful combo.
This is all super fascinating, but it makes you think, are people really ready for all of this? AI is changing so fast. Are we keeping up?
That's the big question.
Mhm.
And it brings us to this weird situation in Scotland. It seems like there's this disconnect between how excited workers are about AI and what their employers are doing to help them learn about it.
Right. What do you mean?
Well, studies show that over 70% of workers in Scotland want to learn more about AI and how it could affect their jobs. But only a tiny percentage are getting any kind of AI training from their work.
That's a huge gap.
Mhm.
So you got all these people who are ready to embrace AI, but they don't have the tools and knowledge to do it.
Yep. It's creating a bottleneck for AI across industries there. If companies want to stay ahead of the game and be innovative, they need to invest in their people and give them the training they need to thrive in this new AI world.
It seems like a missed opportunity for both the workers and the companies.
You got it. It really shows how important it is to not just focus on the technology, but also on the human side of AI. We have to make sure people have the skills and knowledge to navigate this crazy, fast-changing world.
So it's not just about keeping up with the tech. It's about understanding the big picture of AI, how it's going to affect our society, our economy, even our culture.
You hit the nail on the head. It's like we're at the beginning of a brand new era. And while it's full of potential, there are some huge questions we need to answer, like what does the rise of AI mean for jobs? If AI can code analyze videos like our brains and summarize complex info, what happens to human jobs? That's the million-dollar question, right? And this whole thing in Scotland really shows how complicated it is. You've got these workers, they're psyched about AI, but their own companies aren't giving them the tools to learn. It's like this classic skills gap widening thing. Technology's zooming ahead and we're struggling to keep up.
It's almost like a catch-22. Workers need AI skills to stay in the game, but companies aren't training them to get those skills. Sounds like a recipe for chaos.
Yeah, it could be. And it's not even just about jobs disappearing. It's about rethinking the whole idea of education and job training. We can't just stick with that old learn one skill, work the same job forever thing.
So you're saying we need to be like lifelong learners,
Mhm.
always learning new stuff to stay ahead of the AI wave.
You got it. We need to be all about continuous learning and getting those skills that work with AI, not against it. You know, creativity, critical thinking, problem solving, emotional intelligence. Those are things AI struggles with, and they're going to be super valuable.
That's interesting. When we talk about AI, we usually get into the tech stuff, algorithms, processing power. But you're talking about the human side, how we adapt, evolve, and use our own unique skills.
Exactly. It's about finding the sweet spot. You know, using AI's power, but holding on to what makes us human. Our creativity, empathy, our ability to connect with each other on a deeper level.
It makes you wonder if our schools are even ready to prepare people for this kind of future. Are we teaching the right stuff? Are we encouraging the right way of thinking?
That's a good point. We need a big shift in education, one that focuses on being adaptable, thinking critically, and solving problems. We need to teach people how to work side by side with AI.
So it's not just about learning to use AI. It's about learning how to collaborate with it,
Yeah.
use its strengths while knowing its weaknesses. It's like becoming what people are calling augmented humans.
That's a great way to put it. We need to see AI as a partner, not a threat. A way to boost our own abilities, free us up from the boring stuff so we can focus on what makes us human.
It's a team effort. Humans and AI working together to do things neither could do alone.
Exactly. And this partnership could be huge, driving innovation, solving tough problems, creating new opportunities. But we got to do it carefully, ethically, and make sure AI benefits everyone.
That's important. We can't just let AI run wild. We need to talk about the ethical side of things, how it's going to impact society, how we can make sure it's used for good.
Absolutely. And those conversations got to involve everyone, tech people, policymakers, ethicists, social scientists, and regular people. It's on all of us to shape the future of AI so it fits with our values and hopes.
Thinking about all this makes me realize the future of work isn't something that's just going to happen to us. We're creating it with the choices we make today.
That's right. Whether it's people investing in their skills companies making learning a priority, or leaders making rules for responsible AI, we all have a part to play in making a future where AI makes us stronger, not weaker.
We need to be proactive, not reactive. Embrace the possibilities of AI, but be aware of the risks. Make sure it helps build a future that's innovative and fair.
It's a balancing act, but it's one we got to try for. The future of AI isn't set in stone. It's being shaped by the choices we make right now.
Well said. This has been such an eye-opening conversation, and it feels like we've just scratched the surface of this huge and ever-changing topic. But hopefully this deep dive has given you, our listener, a better understanding of what's going on and how AI could change our world.
And maybe even more importantly, I hope it's made you curious, made you ask questions, and feel like you have a voice. Because the future of AI isn't being decided in some tech lab somewhere. It's being shaped by all of us right here, right now.
That's a perfect place to wrap things up. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the world of augmented voices. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep using your voice to build the future you want to see.